Good morning, everybody. So today what we're doing is a video for the collaboration Feast in a Jar 23. Hosted by Janet Homestead, where you are. And she has put a collaboration out that you make a feast in a jar. So we have been following along on all the videos. We wasn't really sure what we was gonna make, but we decided to do it this way. Comment in all the videos. If you do a hashtag Feast in a Jar 23, you'll be able to, it'll bring up the whole collaboration and who is in it. Lots of great channels. Janet has also put out there on May 6th at 12 Pacific time, she's going to do a giveaway from everybody that commented on the videos. So be sure to check out for that. And today we are doing a dehydrated meal, food and everything. And I just wanted to show you how to make a meal with just add water and go on with it. You can make these all up ahead. Vacuum seal them in your jar, bag, what have you. And just add water when you need a quick meal or something, you know, electrics went out. You can heat some water and have a meal. So let's get right to it. Here is all of our ingredients. We have instant rice, which is just regular rice, pre-cooked and then dehydrated again. So you can make this at home if you choose to. If you buy it, like the boil in the bag, this is 2/3 cup right here. So that's what the recipe calls for. Got oregano, white chicken, freeze-dried. The recipe calls for tomatoes, and I don't have none. Tomato powder, but I don't think I'm going to be using the tomatoes. I don't think I'm going to be using the tomato powder. I think I am just going to add maybe some mushrooms or some more corn. We get this freeze-dried corn. It's blurry. So we got all of our spices, bouillon and everything, and it's super simple. I also wanted to note that in this recipe, this is called Fiesta rice recipe. Whatever. Also wanted to note to you about this recipe that it can be easily and quickly changed to a curry recipe with almost all the same ingredients except for omitting the oregano, cumin, and adding curry. Oh, and the chili powder, omitting that, and adding the curry powder into your jar. So it's very versatile. It's kind of like a base. The rice and the chicken and the vegetables are just like a base. And you can build on from that. Just easier to put a bunch of meals together and be ready for anything. Okay, so we're going to take our jar. Might as well use the funnel. There we go. And we're going to add 2/3 cup instant rice. And like I said earlier, instant rice is just regular rice, boiled and dehydrated again. And then we're going to add our chicken. 1/3 cup chicken. And this is freeze-dried chicken. You can also, I'm going to add just a little bit more because I need to use this chicken up. This smells so good. So good. And it says 1/2 cup of corn, but I'm going to go on the stronger side because we don't have any of the tomatoes. So about 3/4 of a cup of corn. This is not going to fill my jar up at all because the tomatoes are not here, but that's okay. And now on to the spices. It also says you can put freeze-dried jalapenos in it. We don't. We tend to just use our cowboy candy if we want it spicier. This is just a base, so anybody can enjoy it. And so we got cumin and 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin. Oregano, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Oh, I need to go get some more of that. Sorry if you hear a lot of rustling in the background. My cats have seemed to want to play this morning. And they are getting into everything. Minced onion. One teaspoon. And you can, with the spices, you can switch it up as you need it. Garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay, I should have been putting this in here too for my meal I'm gonna make for y'all. And then we also have some chicken bouillon. One and a half teaspoons. Black pepper, 1/8 of a teaspoon. Some salt. We go a lot on the salt because of the bouillon. Might be a little saltier than, depends on what brand you buy. Okay, let's add some mushrooms. Help fill the space. Ooh, those are strong. So we're just going to put a few in here. I'll have to do that again. I think that chili powder. My chili powder says 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. And again, you can add as much, add as little spices as you want. We're not going to add the tomato powder. You have dehydrated tomatoes you can put in there too. Now we can seal this up. I should have used a pint jar. I didn't know how much it would volume we needed. Seal this up in the vacuum sealer and put it on the shelf. You'll add 1.5 cups of water to this when you want to cook it, boiling water, and it'll be a perfect good meal. Let me show you what it looks like after it is reconstituted with the 1.5 cups of water. Okay, while we was waiting for our water to boil, I went ahead and sealed up I was going to use a reusable canning jar lid, but then I thought I'm going to label it. I forgot. And put on there, sorry about that, how much water to add and what it is. So went ahead and sealed back our corn and mushrooms, and now our water is boiling. Here we go. So there's our mix, and what we want is What we want is 1.5 cups of water. Now this may change depending on how much vegetables you put in here. We're just going to put it right in here. That better? We're just going to pour it right in here. And give it a little mix. Give it a little mix here. I'm going to cover that and let it sit. Wanted to show you also what I tend to do is I'll put this bowl in that pan that had that boiling water in it, and that just helps keep it hot and helps that rice to cook with just that little bit of water in there. So you don't have to do this, but I like to. Alright, it's been about 15-20 minutes. Let's check this meal out. So like I said, I just plopped that down in that water after adding the water to it. Still nice and hot. You can see the steam coming out of that. Stir that up. And you're ready to eat. There you go. Fiesta chicken with corn and mushrooms. It's a whole meal. There you have it. So, there's the meal in the jar. which you could probably get away with using just a pint jar, but, and then this is the finished product. Oh, smells so good. And it still has quite a bit of liquid in there. But this could be a main meal if you need it to be, and emergency food or whatever you are making shouldn't be boring. And like I said, you can easily take this main recipe, change a few spices, and make it a curry chicken with rice. It's so easy to make these meals. So thank you again, Janet Homestead, where you are, for inviting me to this collab. I've had fun, and Feast in a Jar 23. Don't forget to check out all the great videos from all the other great channels in this collaboration. Y'all have a great day, and y'all come back.